Blue Lock is one of the most intense series I've read on the channel. Every match got my blood pumping and got me excited to hop on to the next chapter. In this video, I'm going to be going over my 7 favorite matches in this series. If you're new here, my name is Yuno, and now you know. If you enjoyed this video at any point, leaving a like would be appreciated. If at any point you want to see more, feel free to check out the channel. And if you like what you see, kick back, stay a while, and hit the subscribe button. Now on to the video. Number 7, Isagi and Nagi versus Baro and Naruhaya. In the second selection second stage, teams of 2 face off and the winning team can select one of the players from the losing team. The player left will be sent home. This was a thrilling setup, with Isagi not only going up against his former teammate Naruhaya, but the person who dominated him before, Baro. There was no room for error in this match, and seeing Naruhaya breaking down, losing it, doing what he can to reach the geniuses on the field, and still coming up short did hurt. Especially since he was someone we grew with in the first selection. And like every match, Isagi grew much stronger, making his own style of Naruhaya's abilities. This was very thrilling to read. Number 6. Team Z versus Team W. In the first selection, the top 2 teams of each group will move on to the next selection, and the remaining 3 teams are expelled. However, the top scorer of each losing team will be allowed to advance to the next selection. This was the biggest mind game in this match. Kunan sets himself up to be the lead in the score in a devious plan with Team W, betraying his team. The cutthroat nature we have expected from this series. I love Chigiri's story in this match. Him having the power to be one of the best strikers and a complete prodigy was all taken away due to an injury. Him putting that aside and pushing forward to tie the game was amazing. There was so much to this game that made this special. Number 5. Team Z versus Team Y. After the first loss in the first selection, Team Z needed a win. They came up with a solid plan, me next 9. Team Z certainly learned from their loss. The highlight of this match was Isagi going against someone like Nico, someone who was just like him. Once finding out that Nico was the heart of the team, the perfect counter-attack happened. Isagi saw the old him within Nico and knew he wouldn't risk shooting, but to pass. That's when the egotist awakened. One of my favorite parts in this match was when Isagi was looking down on Nico crying, high off the feeling of not only winning, but destroying. Number 4. Team Z versus Team V. Still having the effects of the previous match of Kunan not being part of the team, Team Z plays Team V with 10 players against their 11. This was a scary match due to how perfect Rayo and Nagi played. They were able to easily play around Team Z. The match pushed Nagi to a different playing field, now being able to find the fun in the game, and of course, Kunan's redemption, taking out Nagi. Number 3. Isagi, Nagi, and Baro versus Rayo, Kunigami, and Chigiri. What a masterful game. Kunigami and Chigiri was already upset about Isagi not waiting for them, and Rayo being left behind by Nagi gave him that drive for revenge. The highlight of this match for me was Isagi. He was nearly unrecognizable in this match, purely evil here, giving Baro a taste of his own medicine. Baro was just trouble to handle. Isagi playing chess using Baro as a pawn not only broke him down, but forced Baro to evolve into a villain on the field. I love this match so much. Number 2. Isagi, Nagi, Baro, and Chigiri versus Rin, Bachira, Tokimitsu, and Aryu. Isagi and Rin meets again as Isagi built his team to counter Rin and get Bachira back. This match meant everything. What Rin thought would be a smooth ride was the match that would push him further and further. Everyone pushing beyond and using their new tactic to become the best striker on the field. The story with Bachira finding the monster he wants to play with was very symbolic. I loved it when Nagi told them if they win, the obvious choice will be Rin, making Bachira become the monster himself. The last play in this match killed me. Isagi surpassing Rin but still falling short because of luck. It destroyed me when they lost. Number 1. Blue Lock 11 vs U20. It shouldn't be a surprise what number 1 is. If you read it, it's your number 1 too. And that's U20 versus Blue Lock 11. The biggest match in the series. U20 was on full beast mode, with Aiku being a complete machine and having the whole team on his toes controlling the field. Seitoshi, the prodigy, lived up to his name and certainly did not disappoint. And let's not forget the demon on the field, Shido. Just coming on to the second half of the match, he shocked the world. But of course, we gotta shout out our GOATs of the Blue Lock 11. Nagi getting the first goal for Blue Lock. Yukimiya, street soccer's dribbling style. Gagamaru, insane reflexes of a goalie. Aryu, pushing his limbs to the brink. Bachira, mix-ups. Nico, using his insane metavision to analyze the plays. Chigiri, being the speed demon he is. Hiyori, cool, calm reactions. Ryo, being the best copy character ever created. Baro, the wild card. Rin, becoming a straight-up psychopath. And Isagi, the heart of Blue Lock 11. This match exceeded every expectation I had going into this series. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I cannot wait for this to be animated. And those were my favorite Blue Lock matches. What were your favorite matches and why is it the U20 versus Blue Lock 11 match? If you guys want to see more Blue Lock content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We have more Blue Lock reactions coming up and we already have a couple Blue Lock discussion videos out, so be sure to check those out. Thank you guys for watching, and you know where to find you know.